How to stop being so passive. Say this with love, okay? So, what I've noticed is sometimes men who struggle to stand up for themselves, they think, okay, if this person understands my intention, I can then hold the line. But some people will try to misunderstand you no matter what. They already have an idea of who you are in their head and how your intentions are, and nothing you say is going to change that. Sometimes you have to be okay with being disappointing. Sometimes you have to be okay with that person that you kick out of your life going behind your back and talking crap about you. And it's frustrating, especially if it's like in the workplace, in your family, where your reputation being damaged could actually be a really bad thing. But again, some people cannot be reasoned with, and you just over talking and explaining yourself and over functioning just hurts you long term. Your energy's drained, financially drained, just everything is drained out of you, and these people will suck the life out of you. And part of standing up for yourself, it's a practice, it's repetition. It can be as simple as going to a place where you pick out your food. Like, I think Chipotle is probably a good example. I'm not sponsored, but like when they ask you what you want, you specifically say, I want that. I want that. You say what you want. That can help because you're being decisive. You're being assertive when you say what you want. You get a sandwich, Subway or something, where you have to actively pick. Putting yourself in situations where you have to choose things and be assertive can help with that. Telling people, I'm not available for that. I'm busy. I want that one. I don't like that one. And this is not about being mean to people. It's about simply stating your needs and getting in the habit of taking your needs seriously. At the restaurant, they mess up. They give you the wrong side. You politely tell the waiter or waitress, hey, I ordered the potatoes or whatever it is, so they can swap it out for you. Also reminding yourself, not everyone is owed access to you. Your time, your effort, your money, all of your resources are valuable, and you don't owe that to anybody. And yes, some people deserve a little bit more than others. A close friend you've had since elementary school deserves more access. I'm talking about the ones that treated you good and respected you. They deserve more access than maybe, your coworker down the street that treats you like garbage. You don't owe everyone the same amount of access. People who aren't respectful to you, people who are inconsistent with you, deserve less access. You can pull back access at any time or give more, depending on how they're acting. When someone's not reciprocating, pull back the access. You don't necessarily have to be ruthless and cut people off like crazy that treat you badly. If you want to, you can, but you do have to be okay with a smaller circle at that point. But sometimes, when someone's being rude to you, maybe they're having a bad day, whatever, you pull back the access. You protect your own peace. If you know someone in your family is manipulative or does horrible things, you don't and you kind of don't want to cut them off. Maybe it's not in your best interest, whatever. You know to distance from them. You keep them at, arm's length. You maybe go to less family parties, or maybe you avoid them at family parties. You talk to your uncle, you talk to your cousins, whatever, but you avoid that specific person because you know they're trouble. That can be assertive in the sense that you're protecting your own peace. I think some people assume being assertive is the same thing as being aggressive, where you're just cutting people off, you're yelling at people, you're throwing chairs, and that's not the case. But oftentimes being assertive is protecting yourself from being used and taken advantage of. And another thing is stop apologizing for having limits. We all get tired. A lot of us work a lot of hours. Some of us do really brutal physical work. We are tired. It's okay to be tired. Now, sometimes you're going to have days where you show up, you do your best, and it kind of sucks, but it's okay. Like, you showed up. It's better than nothing, right? Also, you have a right to have a voice. You have a right to have feelings. You have a right to bring things up. Sometimes when those of us who are passive or whatever, you feel like a burden with everything that you do, and you're not. You have a right to have needs. You have a right to have a voice. And if someone is so offended by you speaking up, they're probably not someone you should be around anyways. If you can't bring a genuine concern to their attention, like what are you even in? And sometimes getting yourself out of being passive is saying no, even when you get that stomach dropping feeling. It's that practice that feels really uncomfortable. You feel like you're being a total jerk to everybody, but the reality is you're just taking care of your own needs. Those moments when you stop chasing that woman, even though you still want her, but she's not reciprocating. I mean, she'll never be right for you if she doesn't reciprocate. You let people be disappointed because of their own life decisions instead of rushing to fix the problem. And if you'd like more, I do have subscriber-only videos if you would like, or also a Patreon.